Hey Capricorn, welcome to your weekly reading for September 10th through the 16th. We are going to jump right on in here. As always, as usual, I'm going to go ahead and do a general reading for the week ahead. I'm going to pull one card for love. If you want more detailed love reading, there's a Scorpio, mixing Scorpio with Capricorn. There's a Capricorn love reading for the month of September that's already posted. You can check that out after this. If you just want straight up, just nothing but love, that's on there. But we're going to see what's coming up for September 10th through 16. We're going to do a Monday, Tuesday. We're going to do a Wednesday, Thursday. Oops. Oh, you got two cards. Don't tell the other signs. We're going to do a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And we're going to do a love card. And then last week I pulled a homework card. I'll do that again, but I won't shuffle right now so I don't take up extra time for those of you who don't want to do the homework. That was left over from the last reading. I'm sorry. There's your love card. Okay. So let's jump right on in, Capricorn. Let's see what's going on for you guys. You've got the moon. See, now we have the new moon happening Saturday night, the Saturday before the week of this reading. So some of you might still be in that new moon energy. New moon energy is all about manifesting. You're calling in. You're bringing in what you want. Full moon is release. New moon is filling up. So a lot of you Capricorns, you may be in your feelings in the beginning of the week. So pay attention to your feelings. And if you have like heavy feelings of sadness, try to focus your mind on the opposite of that. Like what would make you happy, and focus your thoughts and your attention there, because we're still in that new moon energy and that can help you manifest. New moon is all about manifesting and calling in. So if you're thinking about good, happy things, you're going to manifest good, happy things. This is also listening to your intuition, guys. Some of you might be in a situation where you're ignoring your intuition and Spirit's asking you to stop ignoring your intuition and to listen to your gut. We've got all of this heavy smoke blowing over, so that's like confirmation. You are an intuitive being. Listen to your gut, take the appropriate steps, take the appropriate actions, and choose the higher road. Do that which is in the spirit of love. Do that which honors and loves yourself. Do that in which honors and loves others. And look for the peaceful route. Look for the way to kind of avert any kind of conflict or disaster. This is not necessarily about being a doormat. Sometimes we stand up for ourselves in very silent ways, but very clear ways. So like if you're in a situation where you're not being respected, or you've got a bad situation, and you're in a situation where you're not necessarily going to be able to confront somebody because they're not going to change, well, you can leave. You can find a new relationship. You can move. You can find another job. So it's about beginning to take those steps that you're being guided to take in the beginning of the week. Let's look at Monday, Tuesday. You got two cards. I'm not on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Let's look at Wednesday, Thursday. You got two cards. You got a twofer here. You got the Hierophant. Oh my God, Capricorn. This was the next point I was going to make. I don't do reversals. And you've got 10 of Pentacles. All right. So some of you, you're feeling paranoid, or you're feeling like something maybe is up around money or around work. Maybe you feel like somebody's stealing from you. Maybe you feel like a romantic partner is not being honest about where the money is going. Maybe something at work doesn't seem on the up and up, and it doesn't seem fair, and it doesn't seem right, and you want to get the heck out of there. Midweek, something is happening where you're focusing on money. You want more money, or you want more recognition, you want more stability, you want to feel more rooted, you want to feel more grounded. And because this is a general reading, some of you are attaining that at your current job. It could be a promotion, it could be a raise, it could be a bonus, it could be a chance to do something different in a different department. Maybe you're going and you're speaking to somebody about that, or asking for a raise, or you're asking to do something more challenging. For other ones of you, this is like you might be starting a job search. You might be brushing up the resume and really getting serious about applying at other places. But you've got the Hierophant here with it. So what this is saying is you may be really fed up. You may feel like some shady stuff is happening here. You know, the moon is about intuition. And you may just be like, oh my God, I want to get out of here. I want to break up with my partner. I want to move out. I want to quit this job. Whatever it might be. The Hierophant says, don't get all wild and crazy. Think logically. Plan. Okay? Plan. Be balanced. Do this in a logical step-by-step way. For some of you, what your issue is, you know, the moon can also be about feelings. So maybe some of you aren't feeling very fulfilled. And maybe some of you aren't feeling like fulfilled at work. And you're wanting to have the blessings, but you have Hierophant here. So you might be doing something in work that is not satisfying you because the work that you're doing doesn't feel ethical, or it doesn't feel right, or it doesn't align with your values, or the people that you work with don't align with your values. Maybe you're somebody who just feels like you're around a lot of people who are selfish or dishonest or you know, cold, or they just don't value the same principles that you value, and you're feeling really out of place. For some of you, the work itself might be feeling shady, and you might feel like this doesn't feel right to me, or I want to do something more meaningful. Some of you may be in a relationship with a person where you feel like, man, this person just has no soul. They don't have, you know, the same values as me. They don't want the same things as me, because the Hierophant is old school, guys. The Hierophant is like by the book, old school, you know, loving one another, like that really like you know, typical, like moral, wrong and right, black and white kind of life. And you might be in that energy, and there's nothing wrong with that. Or you might be somebody, again, who's like, you know, maybe you're a little bit more open-minded, and you might feel like you're around people who don't get that, who don't get your spirituality or whatever it is that it is. And you're looking for somebody that are going to be on the same like wavelength as you, somebody who's going to have the same principles and values. So this is saying that, yes, you need to seek out your spirituality. You need to be around your spiritual matches, your spiritual equals. But you can't go like all crazy and just like, you know, jump ship. Like, you're going to have to plan. If you're going for a new job, or if you're going for like asking for a raise, like, you can't just walk in like demanding something, because if they don't give it to you, then what, right? Like, you have to look. So careful with your words, careful with your actions. And if you do want to leave a relationship, or you do want to move, or you do want to get out of your job, this might not be the time to quit on the spot. What are the steps you have to take? And begin taking those steps. Begin planning. You have confirmation that good things are going to happen here. You're going to have the stability. You're going to be in the same energy. You're going to be in like energy. But in the meantime, what you need to do is plan and do it in a safe way. Don't do it in a crazy trailblazer kind of way. Your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is 8 of Hearts. Again, guys, a lot of you Capricorns, you're not feeling fulfilled, okay? You've got the moon here about intuition, about being in your feelings, your passions, your wants, your desires. You have the Hierophant, you know, like seeking out, like, you know, that connection. And then you have 8 of Hearts, which is feeling that something is missing on an emotional and spiritual level. 8 of Hearts sometimes comes up for people who are very accomplished in their career, or who have, you know, a lot of financial blessings. But when 8 of Hearts comes up, it's like something is missing, but you don't know what. You don't know what, but you feel it's missing so much that you can't focus. You can't concentrate. You can't accept life as it is. And you're almost tempted to turn your back on everything and just go searching for whatever that missing piece is. What is going to bring me happiness? What is going to bring me fulfillment? It's almost like you're ready to go on this quest. My advice to you, if you're in this energy, when 8 of Cups comes up, a lot of people, I'm saying 8 of Cups because that's what it's called in a lot of decks, but here it's 8 of Hearts. But when Eight of Hearts or Eight of Cups comes up, a lot of people are just like on the verge of walking out of their job, or just completely and totally like just blowing off everyone in their life, and just, I'm just like gonna go live in the mountains somewhere. Like you've really had enough, and you don't even care because everything feels so empty, and you want to find what's gonna make you not feel empty. Okay, my advice to you is, if you're really at this place, you're at your wit's end, you're at the end of the rope here. Yes, you absolutely need to find your fulfillment. Yes, you absolutely need to find that missing piece, whatever it may be for you. But in the meantime, until you can get that other job, because you still have a mortgage, or you still have rent, and you still have bills, and you still have a car payment, or whatever, maybe you don't have a car and you need a car, there's things you need to save for, whatever it might be, you have expenses. You can't just walk out of your job without something else. You might want to leave your partner. How is that going to affect you financially? How is that going to affect your living situation? Like, you need to figure these things out first. So until you have the next thing to jump into, and I understand that circumstances may be intolerable, or they may be very difficult to tolerate, but until you have the next thing to jump into, this is the energy here where you need to start finding fulfillment in other ways. So maybe this weekend, do something that makes you feel connected spiritually, okay? Maybe you have other ways of where you like to blow off steam, and maybe you like to get together with friends, or have a drink, or smoke, or do something, or take some kind of pill. I don't know. But that's not going to bring you fulfillment. So you need to do something in terms of connecting spiritually on your free time, on your days off, or on the weekend. For some of you, this is going to be like being in the water. Maybe it's taking a bubble bath if you can't go swimming. For some of you, it's going to be going swimming. Some of you, it's listening to really powerful music that's very upbuilding, that makes you feel connected to God, to universe, to higher self. Some of you are making the connection through music, whether you're listening to it, singing it, playing it, whatever it may be. For some of you, it's through music. For some of you, it's going to be through some form of art. It could be dancing, it could be drawing, it could be painting, it could be going to an art museum and walking through, it could be sculpting, just getting your feelings and the senses in your hands, and like something that you're sculpting could be very powerful. For some of you, it's going to church. For some of you, it's meditating. There's a billion trillion ways that people feel connected to something bigger outside of themselves. So you got to do the things that are igniting your passions. You got to do the things that are igniting your soul, your spirit. Maybe for some of you, it's volunteering. Maybe for some of you, it's being near animals or puppies or babies. I don't know. But you need to start doing what it is that's making you feel connected to some form of bigger love outside of yourself, that has nothing to do with romance, and that has nothing to do with sex, but just all about love in its purest form. So whatever that looks like to you, that's the connection you need to be making on your free time, in your free time, so that the rest of your life is tolerable until you can make the steps you're being guided to make. Okay? So let's check out your love card for the week. You have 9 of Swords, okay? When 9 of Swords comes up, this could be like sleepless nights. You're really stressed out. You're really doing a lot of worrying. For some of you, you might be worrying that maybe you made a wrong choice in a past relationship. Maybe I shouldn't have left that relationship. For some of you, you're having a really hard time. You might be losing sleep because you're worried about the state of a current relationship. But it might be a lot of like what ifs. And this is saying you can't listen to the what ifs, because the what ifs might not ever really happen. 9 of Swords says a lot of your fears are based on your insecurities, the things that maybe like you fear the most that don't really have a logical basis. For some of you, you're really worried about ending up alone. What if I never meet somebody? What if I never find true love? What if people are only with me because they're using me? Or what if people are only with me because they need something from me? When we put that kind of fear out there, we attract that kind of energy, okay? So 9 of Swords says don't have that self-fulfilling prophecy. And whatever is you're worried about, put it outside of your mind, because chances are you're worrying about something that hasn't happened yet, and you're worried about it happening. 9 of Swords says it's not happening right now, so don't worry about it right now. If, and that's a big if it happens, worry about it then. In the meantime, what steps can you take to improve the situation? What steps can you take to feel more secure? And focus on that in your awake hours, not when you're supposed to be sleeping, not when you're supposed to be resting. So Nine of Swords also for me can be very deeply associated with surrender. Sometimes you're worrying about things that are completely and totally out of your control. It's out of your hands, And if that's the case, you need to hand that over to your higher power. And you just say, God, universe, whoever your higher power is, please take this for me and please help me with it. I'm surrendering this to you. I'm putting you in charge of this. And I'm just going to have you do the steering in this situation because it's making me crazy because I have no control over it. So you need to surrender it and to be in faith, okay? And for some of you, this is about romance and love life. A lot of you might be really freaking out about love life right now. And you may have had bad experiences in the past and you may be worried about them happening again. And I get that. I hear you. I feel you. But a lot of the worry might be unnecessary, and a lot of it might be things that aren't even going to happen, okay? Again, this is a general reading. Check out your moon sign, your rising sign in the other videos. Check out the love reading for Capricorn for the week, and check out the pick a card readings because I've been getting a lot of really positive feedback from the pick a card readings. For some of you, there's going to be a lot of messages that resonate to you from the pick a card readings, and I'm going to be doing those once a week. So if you haven't already subscribe and hit the notification button, bell, picture thingy, and then you'll get a notification when the next pick a card reading is up in a few days. You might need a private reading. I've got private readings starting at $5 and up, so check out the list in the description. Let me know, message me, let me know, and I'm more than happy to set up a private reading for you. Those of you who are on Patreon, we're going to be doing the once a week video chats where I hop on the private video and you guys can ask questions and I'll pull cards. And that's starting for as low as $2 and up, which is like less than a Starbucks. So those of you who are supporting me on Patreon, know that you are in my prayers. I thank God for you. I thank you for your generosity. I thank you for your support because it helps me to continue making the videos. It helps me to continue helping people and do the free content. And we get to connect a little bit more and have our little extras there. And I really do appreciate you. And I thank you. So guys, also I'm going to be picking people from the comments in the video to pull cards. If I'm drawn to you, I will pull a card for you. If I don't pick you this week, please don't be upset. Give me time, be patient. Hopefully eventually I'll get to as many people as possible week by week. AmethystAngelLight, Facebook and Instagram. I do a free card every single day. I do a free message there that I post. And I do a free pick a card every single day on AmethystAngelLight, Facebook and Instagram. So a lot of people have been keeping in touch with me there during the week between the videos. I love hearing from you guys. I love connecting with you. I do a free giveaway every Monday as well that you guys can enter to win there on the social media. And I just thank you. I thank you for watching. I thank you for subscribing. I thank you for having me a part of your journey. And I will see you all next week. Take care.